Jai Hind. My name is Muklit Goyal and I am Assistant Professor in Department of MCA. Today I am going to discuss addressing modes from the subject Computer Organization and Architecture with paper code KCA 105. The contents of my presentation. First, addressing mode. What is addressing mode? And then after that, others are the types of addressing modes, which is immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, registered direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, indexed addressing mode, and relative addressing mode. First of all, what is addressing mode? Addressing mode is a way in which the address of the operand is the way in which operand is specified in an instruction and on which address it is stored, that is known as the addressing mode. For example, our instruction constitute of two parts. One is opcode, another one is operand. Opcode consists of operation and operand consists of data on which this operation is going to execute. The addressing mode specify the rules for interpreting or modifying the address fields of the instruction before this operand is actually referenced. Addressing mode specifies three things. One is constant, register, and memory location on which this operand is going to store. First, immediate addressing mode. What this addressing mode specifies? In this addressing mode, the data is directly loaded into the required memory location. For example, operand is equal to address field. Operand is equal to address field in a memory. For example, add 5. Add 5 means the content of operand is added to the content of accumulator. In this, we don't need to reference any memory and it is executed very fast. Like as seen in the diagram, that instruction itself is opcode and operand. We don't need to reference from the memory. Direct addressing mode. In this direct addressing mode, is address of the operand is specified as a constant contained in the instruction, like as seen in the example add A. Add A has an address which is known as effective address. And this effective address equal to the address of A, which is our instruction. We look into the memory to address A for the operand and it only have the single memory reference as it is shown in the diagram. That we don't have a operand in the instruction, we have the operand in the memory and the instruction have the address of the memory in which that operand is stored. Third, indirect addressing mode. In this mode, the address field of the instruction give the address where the effective address is stored in a memory. In this, effective address is equal to address of the instruction, and the content of CPU register, as you can see in a diagram. This type of addressing we use when use pointers. It need to have large address space, multiple memory access to find the operand, the address of the operand. Hence, it is slow. Means the address points on the effective address and the effective address then finds out the operand in a memory. Next, register direct addressing mode. In this addressing mode, we introduce registers that resides in the CPU. In this mode, the operands are kept in the registers that resides in the CPU, and if the content is loaded to the select register, the old content is replaced by the new content. In this type of addressing mode, effective address is equal to register. In this type of address, effective address is equal to register. In this, a small address field is needed, hence the instructions are shorter and the fetching of the instruction is faster than direct addressing or indirect addressing mode. In this, we don't need any memory access. We need very limited address space. Here is the diagram. In this, the instruction part consists of the register rather than consist of a address, and then register points to the operand which is in the register set, and the other is register indirect address. In this register indirect address, the addressing mode is used for sequentially access the element of the array stored in a memory. It needs large address space, which is present in the memory cell pointed to by the content of the register. In the previous register direct mode, the operand is in the register, but in register indirect mode, the operand is in the memory, like this. Instruction consists of opcode and register. Effective address is in the register and the operand is in the memory. So, to find out the effective address and the operand address, we have to access the memory. Next, register addressing mode. Next is index addressing mode. In this, the effective address of the operand is generated by adding a constant value to the content of the register, in which the effective address is equal to index plus the register address, register, or the contents of the register. And address of the operand is equal to operand is equal to register plus constant. Here we opcode, then we have an index register, then we have the address. Index register points to any register which is in the register set, then address points to the operand which is in the memory. It is known as the index addressing mode. Relative addressing mode. In relative addressing mode, we introduce program counter. Program counter. The base address held in the program counter rather than in the another register, and the address of operand is equal to program counter plus constant. Okay. In this, the operands from the any cell of the current location is pointed by the program counter. This is a program counter and the operand is addressed through program counter. Now, we can show addressing mode at a glance, means we are showing it through an example. Register addressing. We directly taking the address of the register when the value is in use. We don't need any memory reference. In immediate, we directly execute the instruction and no memory reference is required. In direct addressing, we are using the address of the memory. In register indirect, the register contains the address of the memory location. In memory indirect, used in pointers addressing, and we use the pointer to reference in the memory. In index addressing, two registers are added to get a memory address using an array addressing, in which the one address has the base address and the another is the offset. Now we will understand these addressing modes how these are executed by solving an example. Let us consider an example in which the value of program counter is 200, register value is 400, index register is 100, accumulator at the initial stage is 0. This is the memory reference in which we first load the instruction, then we point to the other instruction. This is the address in the memory. Now what we have to do, we have to find out the address fields of the instruction in the following addressing modes. First, we will find out the address using immediate addressing mode. In immediate addressing mode, we know we don't need any memory reference, so we directly address to the instruction. So effective address in the immediate addressing mode for the 500, effective address is 201 because the address is 201 and the value of operand is 500. So now the value of operand is equal to the value of accumulator become the value of operand, which is 500. Okay. Next, register addressing. We know that the value of register is 400 and the operand is in the memory. So in register addressing mode, we don't need any effective address. We directly find out the value of the address of the operand. So value of the operand is directly reference to the register, so which is 400. Next, register indirect addressing mode. In register indirect addressing mode, we reference to the location in the memory. The operand is in the memory. So the value of the operand when the register 1 has the 400 address, the address of register is 400. So the effective address of operand is 400 and the operand value at the address 400 is 650. So the value in accumulator is equal to 650. Next, in direct addressing mode, the instruction contains the address 500 which is given. Now we have to find out the value of operand at the address 500. So the value of the operand at the address 500 is 800. So the value of operand is equal to 800. Next, in indirect addressing mode, we reference to the address of the operand from the address of the memory. So we know the address is 500. The address is 500. The address reference in the memory on 500 is 800 and the value of operand on 800 is 310. So the value of operand here is 310, not 300. So the value in accumulator is equal to 310 as it is given in the figure. Okay. Next, relative addressing mode. In relative addressing mode, we use the program counter. We know the program counter giving the value 200. Offset is 500. So the effective address is program counter plus offset plus the number of bits which is using to store the data. So we add all these, it will become the effective address is equal to 702. The operand is equal to 325. So in relative addressing mode, the value of operand is equal to 325 and the effective address for the given instructions is 702. Next, index addressing mode. In index addressing mode, we use the index register. The value of index register is given as 100. The base address is 500. So the effective address is equal to base address plus index register. So the effective address is equal to 600 and the operand value which is stored at the address 600 is 900. So the value using index addressing mode will become the value of operand using index addressing mode is equal to 900. So the value of accumulator is equal to 900. In this way, we solve the numerical using all the addressing mode and how they reference in the address, how they reference the address in the memory and in the register. With this, thank you very much.